Good morning, students. Welcome back to the English class. Today we are going to learn the supplementary topic, the woman on the platform number 8. Students, have you traveled all alone in a train? Or have you gone somewhere to a trip by a train with your friends? We all like to travel by train, isn't it? I too like to travel by train, but not alone. I like to travel by train with my friends. While traveling, we can enjoy the nature, we can enjoy the sounds of birds and animals, we can see many people in every station busily running here and there. We can even play cards in the train with our friends. We chat with our friends. So it will be a happy journey, isn't it? Here, students, now we are going to see about a boy named Arun. He is traveling all alone. Now let us go to the lesson. Students, now get ready. Before going into the lesson, we shall see the glossary meaning. Then only you will understand the lesson. Now take your book, students. Take the lesson, the platform, the woman on the platform number 8. Take the lesson. Okay, shall we see the glossary? Yes, inferno. Inferno, region that resembles hell. That means what? A large fire that is out of control. So in Tamil, we'll say ellayatra, isn't it? Second one, having, to raise or lift with force. Having means what? To raise or lift with force. Third one, dismally. Dismally, cheerless. Cheerless means what in Tamil? Mosamaga. Serenity, reverence. Reverence means அமைதி. Encounter, brief meeting. Brief meeting means what? We are meeting somebody, isn't it? திடீர் சந்திப்பு. That only is the encounter. Clutched, grasped something tightly. That means what? Grasp means பிடிப்பு. You're holding something tightly. Imposing, grand and impressive in appearance. That means சுமத்துகிறது அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு in Tamil they will say. Then embarrassed, embarrassed, felt awkward, self-conscious or ashamed. அசிங்கப்படுதல், அதை embarrassed. Nuisance, causing inconvenience or annoyance. Staggered, staggered means walked or moved unsteadily as if about to fall. We will say no, தள்ளாடுதல். தள்ளாடுதல் சொல்லுவோம்ல, அதுதான் staggered. தள்ளாடி போகிறது. Wagging. Next one you see the students. Wagging, move rapidly to and fro. That means here and there, walking this side and that side. Resentfully. Resentfully means what? Feeling or expressing bitterness or indignation at having been treated unfairly. That means what? In Tamil we will say resentfully na manakasappu. Then grinning. Grinning, smiling broadly. Squatting. Squatting, couch or sit with one's knees bent and one's heels close to or touching the back of one's thighs. நம்ம சொல்லுவோம்ல, நம்ம கீழே சப்பளங்கால் போட்டு மேலே கால் மேலே போட்டு உட்காருவோம்ல, தட்ஸ் சொல்லி இஸ் கால்ட் ஸ்குவாட்டிங். தென் hustling, push roughly, jostle. Then shriek, uttered a high-pitched piercing sound. Piercing soundனா கீச்சான sound. Then moved, not moved, moved. Moved means what? Moved slowly into the crowded station. இப்போ கூட்டமாக இருந்தாங்கன்னு நினச்சிங்க, நம்ம நைஸாக நழுவி போகிறோன்னு சொல்லுவோம்ல, அதுதான் moved. Patronizing. Patronizing, treat in a way that is apparently kind. Then obviously. Obviously, in a way that is easily perceived or understood clearly. Clearly அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம்ல, அதுதான் obviously. Jolted, moved with sudden jerk. திடீர்னு இப்போ ஒரு பிரேக் போட்டால் எப்படி இருக்கும், ஒரு திடீர்னு ஒரு பிரேக் முன்னே போய் பின்னாடி வரல, அதுதான் jolted. Okay, now shall we go to the lesson, students? Yes. The story starts with Arun of 12 waiting for his train scheduled at midnight at Ambla station on platform number 8. He was traveling alone as his parents considered him to be big enough to travel alone. He was early at the station feeling bored. He was waiting for the arrival of the train. He was listening to the vendors selling curds, teas, lemons, samosas, sweets, etc. He was watching the people who was passing by with their trolleys. Suddenly, a soft voice asked him if he is alone. He saw a woman with a pale face and dark kind eyes, simply dressed in white sari. He observed that she was poor but had a dignity in her appearance. Dignity means what, students? Kanyam. She asked whether his parents have come to see him off. He replied he can travel alone. The woman agreed, which made Arun instantly like her. Instantly means what? Udanadiyaga. She was simple and a deep voice and serenity was liked by Arun. Serenity here what, students? Amedi. The woman asked about his name and asked when will his train arrive. He said that the train will arrive late night. The lady thought this boy Arun was waiting for him for a long time, and she noticed him that he was sitting in the same place, not even having food or tea. She was watching him for a long time, so she even thought that he might be hungry and that he had no money to buy the food. So she decided to take him to the canteen. Then she took him to the canteen. She ordered tea, samosas, and jalebis for him. Arun could not refuse. She questioned many things but listened to him intently. Intently means what? தீவிரமா உன்னிப்பா கேட்கறது. All a kind and generous behavior made Arun forget that she was a stranger. Satish, one of Arun's school fellow classmate, came to the station with his mother. Satish's mother saw that the lady nearby Arun was Arun's mother. They introduced each other. The woman in white sari addressed herself as Arun's mother without any hesitation. Hesitation means what? Tayakam. Arun was shocked to hear this because Arun did not know who that lady was. Satish's mother warned Arun to be careful of strangers. But Arun replied that he liked strangers, which staggered her. Staggered means was astonished, இல்லைனா shocked. அவளோட பதில அவ shock ஆனா. When the train came, they boarded. Boarded means what? They got into the train. The train was about to start. The woman took Arun's hand in her hands and smiled gently in an understanding way. Arun bade goodbye, calling her mother. Here, bade means what? Bid is present tense, bade is past tense. Showing the hand is bade. Arun bade goodbye, calling her mother. The train began to move slowly, and Arun looked at the woman till she got lost in the crowd. Yes, students. Now, what did you learn from the story? Yes, we should be kind to the poor people. We should love them. We should not hurt them. But at the same time, we must be careful to the strangers because some strangers are good and they help us. But some strangers are bad. They even guide us in the way and cheat us. So we must be careful in talking with people. Not only when you go out or travel alone, you should be careful with your belongings too and even take care of yourselves. Students, this short story, The Woman on Platform 8, was written by Ruskin Bond. Ruskin Bond is a short story writer, novelist, and poet, the favorite writer of Indian children. His first novel, Room of the Roof, was published when he was still in his teens. This novel won him the John Rice Memorial Award in 1957. He also writes about children and the simple hill folk of Uttarakhand. Simplicity and fluency of language and an insight into human nature are hallmarks of his style. His major writings include An Island of Trees, A Bond with Mountains, and The India I Love. He has also been honored with the Sahitya Academy Award for his contribution of Indian literature. Thank you, students.